To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day. Yeah, yeah. Everything you need to know that you never knew, that you need to know. Lockhart perspective.
Well, hello, and good morning to everyone. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so excited to be with you this morning. It's so good to wake up and see people that you just love and people who have the same type of mindset that you have, and you can just, sit back and chill. So this morning, we have a couple of stories that I found pretty intriguing. This first one, though. First off, hey, Amy Duran, Debbie Carson, Mama Bear and Papa Bear and Deb Woods. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Hey, everybody. It is good to see you all. Here's what I want to look at. Look at this story. This is whoa. Oh, that's pretty. That's an ad. That's not the story, but that's pretty, isn't it? Oh, wow. Okay, anyway, this is the story. Did you guys know that in Egypt, hundreds of people got stung by scorpions? And according to this story, 3 people died. So let's look right into it. But the reason why this story stood out to me was because of the fact that, there's the scripture that talks about the scorpions. There's a couple of references to scorpions in the Bible, but this one reminded me of the one that, what do they call it? That comes about the pit, because it's in Egypt. All right, anyway. So it says, storms and flooding in the southern Egyptian province of Aswan killed 3 people and led to 503 others being stung by scorpions. Now, just so you know, sips coffee slow. I read this yesterday, setting it up for today, right? And do you know that it said 450? So that means that since yesterday, they have upped the number of people who have been stung. Okay, they were stung. So here's what happened. The state media initially attributed the deaths to the scorpions forced into the streets and homes by the rainwater on Friday. But the health administration, or the health ministry, said that all of those stung were treated with anti-venom in the hospital and they survived. The 3 fatalities were soldiers, okay, who were electrocuted when their camp was flooded. Now see, that's not what the story said. That is, yesterday, they just straight up said that 3 people died from the sting because these things went inside their house. So you see how they can just change the story? They said that the scorpions had been rushed or flushed out into the streets and into people's houses, and that it was customary that happens. So, ironically enough, they've just changed the story. But anyway, I digress. So they're saying now that it was not the storm or the scorpions, but rather they were electrocuted. I just have to give pause. Anyway, Egypt is the home of the fat-tailed scorpions that are among the most deadly in the world, and the venom from a black tail can kill humans in under an hour. Symptoms related to widespread venom effects and may include difficulty breathing, muscle twitching, and unusual head movements. The antivenom is used as a preventative measure before symptoms arise, but can also work once the symptoms start to worsen. Extra doses of antivenom were provided to the medical centers in the villages near the mountains as well as the deserts in Aswan. After the scorpion swarm was reported, people were also urged to stay in their houses and avoid places with several trees. All right, now listen. This is the little guy here. However, there is another one that's really, I mean, his tail is like black. Anyway, I found this a very unique story because in the Bible it does tell us about how the scorpions will be used in the end times. Now, whether they're literal scorpions, because I know people think, well, those aren't literal, those are figurative, or those aren't this, those are that. All I know is a scorpion is deadly. Okay? And in this particular story, there's a scorpion. And in the Bible, there's a scorpion. There's several of them that are so big, they're big as horses. Anyway, just thought that I'd bring that up. Now, let me go over here so I can say hey to everybody who may have already come in and said hey to us. Let's see, Melinda Ann, good morning, sweet lady. Sweet lady. Hello. Hello, Angela. Yay, finally caught alive. I'm glad you're here too. Great to see you. It looks like it's the ladies' party this morning. We're all having our coffee together. Isn't it a good thing? Mama Bear and Papa Bear, yes, I saw the crazy story too. Wasn't that a trip? But did you see it originally, Mama Bear and Papa Bear? Did you get a chance to read it like yesterday or the day before or something like that? Where they were saying that it was 450 people that were injured and 3 that were killed. They never said anything about any electricity or electrocution. Did you see that? I don't know. These people. I was reading that this morning. Snakes too. Yes, you saw that. And it said snakes too. Yes. I'm glad I'm not tripping. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw that because I did see it. It did say snakes too in the first story, not in today's story. It didn't say snakes in this story unless I overlooked it. So weird. Yep. It's something that they're covering up. I guess they don't want us to believe that the scorpions could do something to people. I don't know what their motive or goal is, but I know that the first story is usually the straight up true story. Right? Can't get their story straight at all. No, they can't. From poisonous stings, they said first. Yes. Yes. Oh, hallelujah. People know I'm not crazy because I saw it myself. Charlie is here, Mama Bear and Papa Bear. How are you? Good morning to the best people in the chat universe. Yes. Great to see you all, Felicia. Thank you for the tag onto it, the Twitter tag. You got it, my brother. Anytime. Anytime. Cairo, Egypt. Cairo, Egypt. So is that near Aswan, you guys? Because I'm not really good at that. I don't really know where like a lot of different places and stuff like that are. I'm going to have to look and see. But, there was a story that I got yesterday, and they were talking about the robots, because, I'm very intrigued with robots. Anything that has to do with robots, I am intrigued. I want to know all about them. I'm intrigued because I just think that it's amazing that they could just, like, one day, be like iRobot, like the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like iRobot, the movie, they just literally run the world, and they're not nice guys in that movie. There's only like one that's a nice guy, and then the other ones are not nice guys. But anyway, I like it. So listen, there is a story, and I'm looking for this one because I didn't want to put this one up today, but then I thought about it. I got to do that one if I do this next one because I'm having like 2 or 3 robot stories back to back, and so I want you guys to see this. It's time for machines to take robots and Look at this. And the reason why I'm laughing. I'm going to tell you guys why I'm laughing. Maybe I'll read it after. No, I was going to be honest and just tell you why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because here all of these people were sitting up here begging for like $15 an hour, and some of these companies even obliged and gave a bunch of money an hour, right? And they can't even get your order right in the drive-thru, but they want they want $15 an hour. And then on top of that, You'll give them the change, the exact change or whatever, after you've given them your order, and they sit there looking like a monkey doing a math problem, can't figure it out. Oh, the computer already did it. Well, it's okay. Just go ahead and take the change. You can figure it out. Count back from 36. Count up from 36. You'll be trying to help them out, and they be sitting there with their eyes crossed. Well, guess what's coming to dinner? The new Burger Bot, baby. You ain't gonna need to pay nobody $15 an hour in a minute, because the new Burger Bot is on the way. Never, ever, ever should you be dismayed, because the new Burger Bot also does chicken wings. Look at this. From McDonald's to White Castle, automation is coming to fast food. The robot chefs want the job. And the reason why I'm laughing is funny and it's sad. I'm telling you why. It's funny and it's sad. It's funny because these robots are literally going to come in and attempt to do the job, right? It's sad because humans were used to propagate this garbage by begging for the 15 an hour, by saying that they need more, that they want this and they want that, by welcoming in automation in so many different arenas. You know, you're going to hear me talk about the automation in the grocery store several times because I loathe it entirely. I absolutely can't stand it. And I remember when it first came out, I couldn't stand it because I felt like, gee whiz, I really just want to get in here, get my food, veg out while I stand here and watch you ring this stuff up because of how much it costs. Pay you and roll out. That's really all I want to do. You know what I mean? But for whatever reason, they persisted, and now we have whole Walmarts and whole grocery stores that have one human lane, all right, and all of these robots. So this story intrigues me because of the fact that these people are unfortunately going to be replaced. Yes, they are. They're going to be replaced. And I don't even think that they realize it. I think they're going to be like, yeah, look at that. There's going to be some McDonald's that actually have a robot. Yeah, some McDonald's have a robot, but we're the only ones that don't. And you're sitting there telling people that and you don't get it. Anyway, let's get into the story. A new version of the robotic fry cook looks like the odds-on favorite to automate fast food production. Miso Robotics, the creator of the Flippy, the automated fry cook that hangs from a rail system over a conventional griddle, just announced a new version of this flagship robot, dubbed the Flippy 2. With a pressing labor shortage and booming drive-through and carry-out demand that they tested out last year, mind you. They tested this out last year. That's how they know that there is a booming drive-through. That's how they know that there is a carry-out demand, because everybody started going through the drive-through. You didn't think about that when they were saying, you can't come in here, but you can drive around the corner. You cannot come in here, but we'll carry it out to your car. Don't worry. See, they tested this stuff on us. Last year was the test pilot. Last year was definitely the test pilot. And so we're going to see this happen more and more and more. So they say here, let's read this again. With a pressing labor shortage and booming drive-through and carry-out demand, over nearly 2 years of pandemic-induced recalibration, fast food has increasingly turned to technology to increase efficiencies and improve consistency and output. McDonald's has been the leader in this arena, and just this week they announced that it was teaming up with IBM to create an automated drive-through concept. Put your behind out of a job. Put you out of job. Miso Robotics, an unusual story in the crowd-funded technology space, is positioning itself. See how they did crowdfunding technology space? You know, they get a lot of young people who come up with great ideas, and they do the crowdfunding, and everybody gets together. You know what I mean? Oh, we know Bob's friend, and we know Betty's friend. We know all these different people. Notice I said the names 3-4 times. Yeah, meta. Anyway, so we say, okay, I know all these people. These people know us. Let's give to their fund. Let's fund them. So now everybody's mindset is already on board because you've got like a bevy of college folk that have already given in. All right, that have already donated, that have already helped. So now everybody feels like, yes, the technology is here. We can do it. 3 hours later, they're turned into slaves. Anyway, so it says that it's a crowd-funded technology space is positioning itself as the go-to provider for automated cooking. So they've already got a monopoly. They're the go-to. Okay, they're positioning themselves as the go-to. And I guarantee you that's what they'll be until some bigger company comes around and, envelops them, and then we're going to have a whole bunch of robot food wars. Anyway, it says that the concept makes a lot of sense. Fast food is built on repeatable, high-output cooking processes that increasingly rely on complex order management and prediction capabilities to reduce wait times and the spoilage. Now, labor markets have been unpredictable over the past couple of years, and many fast food companies feel incentivized to look for a technological solution when faced with increasing minimum wages. Didn't we just say that? We just said that. That's exactly what we just said. Minimum wages, you see, and so this is what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you, well, we had to go to the robots because we just couldn't afford it with all of the inflation. Well, you know how inflation has been, right? We just can't afford that. So now we need it, big baby. Oh, this is so sad. And to know that they test piloted it on us humans, which I knew last year. And I know a lot of you guys are very smart. And I know you guys knew it last year too. That this was all a test pilot to see exactly how we would function under this certain type of situation, and that this year would be the type. Last year would be the antitype, and this year would be the type. Yeah, it would be the type. Last year was the antitype. Yep. So it says that the evolution of Fefe, the robotic fry cook designed to automate fast food production, has been fun to watch. First, the robot, which looks decidedly like something out of the Jetsons, did a handstand, going from the floor to an overhead rail system in response to space constraints in the kitchen. There were key updates, all right? There were key updates to its AI and an expanding menu of foods. It could prepare to crispy perfection. How many times have you gotten your chicken thigh, chicken wings, or chicken, or what are those things, the chicken strips? And they were not to crispy perfection. Didn't that bug you? Don't you want your chicken strips to be cooked to crispy perfection? Well, they got you, boo-boo. Don't worry, they got you. You're going to have some perfected, crispy perfection fries of chicken legs, chicken parts that probably ain't even gonna be chicken parts. It's probably gonna be some smushed up concoction that some AI came up with in the back. So it ain't gonna even be fries. It's gonna be some fluffy looking stuff that favors chicken, and they're gonna put some rubber bands in it to make it stretchy. I mean, come on now. That's exactly what's happening. Anyway, they say that it's going to prepare it to crispy perfection. Along the way, the robot got marks behind the grill at some iconic chains like White Castle, the original burger chain. Just recently, Miso Robotics, Fefe's creator, spun out a chicken wing specific model to service partners like Buffalo Wild Wings. Do you got a cousin that work at Buffalo Wild Wings? Well, never fret. They're going to be sleeping on your couch in no time. Because they ain't going to have no job. Buffalo Wild Wings. Fefe 2 includes improvements that largely came from the company's feedback from White Castle, with which Miso Robotics has been partnering with for about a year. You see that about a year roughly means about 2-3 years. About a year. Okay, because they had to be in talks prior to that. And then now all of a sudden they ramp it up and they roll it out. Okay, so with which Miso Robotics has been partnering for about a year. Quote, "We learned so much from Fefe and our partnership with Miso Robotics. It's amazing to see the future of how we provide even better service and even more hot and tasty food to our craving customers. happening right before us in real time. That's from Jamie Richardson, the vice president at White Castle. One improvement is the new auto bin system for lower volume and specialty foods like onion rings or chicken tenders, providing restaurants with a more capable and complete frying solution. Each bin can hold as much as a full fry basket, be customized for kitchen-specific needs, and be delineated for individual products like vegetables and fish to prevent cross-contamination. Until it doesn't. That's what I add. Until it doesn't. This is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. And for people who are applauding this, what a moron. You cannot applaud this, and you cannot, oh, well, you know what, it was going to happen. They were going to have technology. Yeah, but this right here is not good. No, not at all. What happened if Flippy reach around and grab a hold to the only human that's in there and dunk it instead of the basket? Come on now. You got to think about these things. I know it sounds a little far-fetched and a little on the cuckoo train, but you never really know what can happen. Seriously. I mean, yeah, you got to think about it. So it goes on to say that Flippy 2 also features a new design that takes up less space within the kitchen, which the company says accounts for 56% reduced aisle intrusion, 13% height reduction, and fewer overall cleanable surfaces. Quote, like all technologies, Flippy 2 has evolved significantly from its predecessor, and we are extremely grateful for the insights collected from White Castle to truly push its development forward in a real restaurant environment. Flippy 2 takes up less space in the kitchen, and it increases production exponentially with its new basket filling, emptying, and returning capabilities. Since Flippy's inception, our goal has always been to provide a customizable solution that can function harmoniously with any kitchen and without disruption. Flippy 2 has more than 120 configurations built into its technology and is the only robot fry cook station currently being produced at scale, closed quote. Mizo Robotics has several other pilot agreements with leading national brands in place, including its recently announced partnership with Inspire Brands. The company is hoping its technology will lead the way in a technology shift already happening in the $278.6 billion market. Wow. Let me come over here and see what y'all got to say. This is unbelievable. I'm telling you guys, they headed up to replace humans really, really well. And I think that, I was listening to somebody else just recently. Exactly, Charlie, on that last story. Right there. Yep. Yep. And they had to take the focus off of those to put it on to something else by saying somebody else did it. Something else happened to those cats instead of them being, released by that. They actually said in the original stories that they had to pull the doctors off of giving injections for the other thing and take them and replace them over here to take care of these people who were sick with the being stung by the scorpion in Egypt. Yeah. Hello. Okay, let's see. Let me see what you guys have to say. I'm going to scroll all the way down. Forgive me if I missed your messages from earlier because I really want to try to see what you guys think about this. Okay. I saw somebody said they're going to cook their own food. Okay. All right, here we go. It's not real meat anymore at Melinda Burns. Let me see what you were talking about. I'm nosy. Angela says, between the kiosks and now robot cooks, will humans even fit in this new world? No, they won't at all. And they're probably going to have something that makes humans turn on and off so they could just go away at nighttime. Just go away like you'd send your doggy to his doggy house. So no, I don't think we are. I don't think that they are. I don't know what's going to happen to, I don't know. I just know that the Father got us. That's all I know. I know he got my household because I'm already submitted to him. So whatever happens is his will, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so let's see. Robots or not, I still don't make any food any better. No, it doesn't. But I think that they're worried, that they're concerned more about the automation part of it. I think they are concerned about being able to automate, being able to shovel food out the window. Because, having this last year with people not even returning to open up their dining rooms, there are less places that are letting people eat inside, even now. Now, let me ask you guys, just as a side note to the side note of this here side note. Do you guys remember watching that movie where, what was his name? Wesley Snipes was in it. He was the bad guy. And their famous place to go and eat was Taco Bell. And they all went there to sit down to have dining. But everything else was sort of automated. You remember that, you guys? Who remembers that? If anybody remembers that, that's what I think is going to happen. I truly and honestly think they're going to try to make Taco Bell the creme de la creme of the night spots. That's what I think they're going to try to do. But anyway, I'm just saying, it just looks like they might try to do that to me. I don't know. Let's see. If we want to call it food now, if we want to call it food, yes, it's not real meat anymore. Not anymore. I have to agree. It's not. I don't know what it is. It's just really bad stuff, like goo. I don't even want to say it. I don't want to. Yeah, but yeah. Okay, let's see. With lab grown garbage meat. Man, I was ordering some chicken. I was purchasing some chicken. It was $20 for a sheet of wings. So my question is, what are they going to do with all this meat when people can't buy it and just don't buy it? Are they going to throw it out the back door? Or are they going to reduce it down to a regular price? The sale price is going to be what it should be, if that makes any sense. The sale price is going to be what it should really be. That's how I see it. Yeah, the sale price is going to be the price that it really is supposed to be, because the price is $20 for 20 wings or 7? How many's in those long sheet packs? Like 15, whatever it was. It was $20 for wings. I said, "Oh no, baby, you can keep that. You keep that. We don't need robots here in Roswell. We have aliens." Okay. Oh, have you heard about the ghost kitchens? No, girl. What about ghost kitchens? Tell us about the ghost kitchens. They make more money with just going through the drive-thru, less employees. Correct, at Felicia. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's just a matter of time before everything that can be automated is. My job as a human resources director is easily to automate. It's easy to just, download a bunch of documents. It's easy to stick to rules and laws and have those laws readily available. So for me, my type of work is easy to not need a person. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can get rid of everybody else, but I think the only way that you could take my job and still need a person is to facilitate certain things. Like legal, I don't even know. You don't even need me to have a legal document signed, not with DocuSign. Yeah, not with DocuSign. So they pretty much headed us in this direction over time. Anyhow. Yeah, over time, we've been pretty much going down this road in the first place. So, yeah. Yes, they close all the public restrooms for a year. People forget that too. You see? You guys think about everything, because there's a lot of stuff that they putting together. A lot of stuff. Last year was the test year. Yes, ma'am. Everything and everyone was on lockdown. Yes, ma'am. That was the test to see how you would react. That's how come Bezos and all of them got so rich last year. Because everybody ran to Amazon. Everybody ran to all these startup companies that started with delivery and stuff like that. And there's a lot of other companies that started up last year that were just, delivery companies. And those companies aren't going to be around either. They're watching everything. So what they're doing is they're testing it out. They're seeing at what time does people, mostly come home, how people are driving in the streets, how people order, about what time do they mostly want their orders to get there. They're checking out, they're doing all these test runs with the humans. Ain't that a trip? They're testing it out with the humans. And then in a minute, all those little startup companies that were doing like delivery and grocery, this or that, or all this other stuff, they ain't gonna need them. They're gonna have straight up buggies that pull up outside your house and they're gonna drop off your groceries. In a minute, you're not gonna be able to walk into no grocery store. That's right. They don't want to see you. They don't want to touch you. They just want you to give them your money. That's it. They don't need you. There is no need for customer service. There's no need for customer service managers. There's no need for customer service lines. Don't you see you can't even call and complain about something that you've ordered right now? I'm going to give you a case in point. Several months ago, we ordered from Domino's. The food never came. When they said it would. It didn't come for several hours, literally several hours. Well, I tried to call and call and call and call and call. Finally, I had to challenge it and canceled it on my card. We didn't eat that garbage. I said, okay, forget it, guys. I know it was supposed to be a special time for you, but they didn't get us the food on time. The food is garbage. Let's just forget it. Do you know I have not complained to those people about it yet? Because nobody ever answered the phone. We just had to not order at all anymore from them ever again. And now we just don't order. If we order from a place, I will order it and I'll send my son to go pick it up. If we order. But do you see, even with that, there's not the human contact. Because they've made the delivery so bad now where people drop your food off, you don't even want them at your door. So in a second, you're going to see that they're going to bypass all of the complaints and just get to what they've really been wanting, and that's your money. That's the money. That's that money, honey. Yes, you will have to use facial recognition to get toilet paper in the future, and it will be limited to 3 sheets at a time. Oh, gosh, I hope not. Because some chicks ain't got it like that. I mean, there might be a few of these little models out here that can do the 3-strip of toilet tissue. But, honey, there's some real women who can't handle that. So I hope that don't ever happen. Yikes, Mama Bear and Papa Bear. Sounds like a Black Mirror episode within Seinfeld episode, Spare Square. Spare Square. Remember that one? Where she was in the room. She goes, can you just please spare a square? No, I can't. I'm sorry. But can you please can I just have a square? Nope, I'm sorry. I can't spare a square. I remember that one, Angela. Like on Seinfeld, can you spare a square? Yep, that was hilarious. Can you spare a square? Nope, I'm sorry. I can't spare a square. Okay, same thought. You guys are funny. I cook my own. I don't trust that junk. And you know what? In a minute, we're going to have to go into the back and, take that chicken, cut its head off and cook it. In this, we have some fake chickens running around here. Even with robots, do they think they'll ever get your order right? No, and there's not going to be nobody you can complain to. That's going to be the problem. That's going to be the problem. There's not going to be... What coffee y'all drinking today? Who drinking coffee? Who drinking with me? That's going to be the whole thing. They don't want to hear what you have to say. Do you know that one of these things during the pandemic, what was it called? Who is it called? It's one of these food delivery things. And I got so angry with them because we were ordering from the Chick-fil-A. And when we ordered from the Chick-fil-A, this particular Chick-fil-A, for whatever reason, was getting all of the orders wrong almost every time consistently. And I complained every time consistently. So I said, well, they asked me for my rating, and I'm like, well, it's not so good because of X, Y, or Z. Do you know that I ordered, what was it that, we ordered a chicken sandwich. All they sent us was the pickles and a piece of meat. And charged us an exorbitant amount of money for this order. And there was other things in there, but this one particular thing was wrong. Do you know that because of previous complaints about this particular Chick-fil-A just totally getting stuff wrong, they told me that I would not be able to return anything else because I am taking advantage. I said, if you don't get yourself up away from me, I dismantled the app. I never ordered from them again. Here is the point. The point is, they don't believe that anything else could go wrong. These are the same dodo birds that I had issues with while driving through. How I didn't know that they weren't going to be able to get it right because this other company was the go-between, the app and the people. Okay? Perhaps you should look at them and not look at the customer that you're getting your money from that you ain't going to get no more money from. Okay? Here's what the future is going to look like. Let me set my cup of coffee down. It's going to look like us, which will be the user. We're the ones. We're the end user. They're going to be over here making this stuff. We are going to, simple. It's going to be simple. We're going to be the people that's buying everything. We won't be able to examine it. We won't be able to touch it. We won't be able to check it. They're going to have new rules that say, because you didn't like it or because you said it was something wrong, you're not going to be able to return this. You're not going to be able to do anything else. You're just going to be able to keep it, and that's it. You're going to have a whole bunch of old raggedy TVs and stuff that don't work in your closet. You're going to have a whole closet of paperweight size monitors for computers. That's going to be a paperweight. Every single thing. You're going to have 6 dress sizes, ladies, in your closet that's going to have the same number on them, because not all the sizes are going to fit the same. If you wear a size 5 here, this size 5 is going to fit you like this in US. And this size 5 that came from over here in this country is going to fit you like that. But not all the 5s are going to fit you the same. So you're going to have a whole closet of size 5s. Men, if you thought that those nice shoes you liked fit you just right when you tried them on 5 years ago, when you were standing in the middle of JCPenney's or wherever you got your shoes, you order them now, and you're going to find out that your big toe, same size shoe, exact same shoe, so you thought, is a little jammed up with the toe area. You got a little jammed up with the toe. And they don't have the arch supports that you need. What happened to the orthotics? You don't have those. You're not going to be able to return any of this stuff. You're going to be stuck with a bunch of junk. And they're not going to care, because there's not going to be any customer service to help you. There's not going to be any people that give a rip. They're going to have automated everything every time you call. Hello, and thank you for calling. Are you upset because we jacked up your order and now we don't want to take the stuff back? Well, don't worry. It's protocol around these parts. It's exactly what's going to be happening. Mark my words. It's going to be protocol. Now that makes sense, Melinda. Saw that report too. Can you believe news? Can't believe it. I have no doubt that we have super advanced stuff already developed, waiting in the wings, pardon the pun, until they think we're ready to accept it. They don't, and you know what? You're absolutely right. And I don't even think that they're going to care anymore. Hate me so, combining from meaning hate with the object of hatred specified by the following element. Misogyny. Think outside the box with these things. You sure do. You know, I mean, oh boy. You will wish walking in the mall, which will no longer be in a minute, you will wish that there'd be somebody spraying a bunch of perfume on you when you walk down the middle of the aisle. That's going to be a great memory. Something that bugged you so much is going to be a great memory in a minute. Thank you. Okay, or maybe all of us should consider training for new careers or training. And you know what? I know that's true, R. Jones. But my concern with that is we can do it. We should do that. But then what happens if they get a computer to, repair the computer? I mean, there's got to be, they're trying to really show that they don't need us. And we did this to ourselves. We really did, by accepting all of the demolition man is exactly right. By accepting everything that we thought was technology to help us, we've painted ourselves into a corner. Yes, Angela Courtwright Callow, Demolition. Demolition Man was the movie where he had the blonde hair and he had been, was it frozen? And then he came back? Yeah, but they always went out when they went out for a nice fancy restaurant. Hey, Rachel. When they went to the fancy restaurant, the restaurant was Taco Bell. Bong. And you see how they show that now? That commercial goes bong. And it's sort of like the Pavlov's dog. There's a commercial where the two guys are standing there and they're dressed alike. And the thing goes bong. And he stops and he turns around and he walks back and goes inside of the local Taco Bell. Did you guys see that? Talk about commercials. They're disgusting. Look up ghost kitchens. Okay, I'm going to do that. Let me do that right now. Ghost kitchens. Let's see. What is a ghost kitchen? What is a ghost kitchen? We'll see right now. We will see right now what a ghost kitchen is. Ghost kitchen. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Ghost Kitchens power the entire. Oh, that says toast. Oh, ghost right there. Let's go here. Delivery only restaurant operation. What? Can you guys see this? No, you can't. Let me pull it over there. That's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. All right, let's check you out. All right, can you guys see that? This is from Angela. She shared with us to get this. So a ghost kitchen, also known as a delivery-only restaurant, virtual kitchen, shadow kitchen, commissary kitchen, cloud kitchen, or dark kitchen, is a professional food preparation and cooking facility set up for the preparation of delivery-only meals. Now, I know this to be the, we call it the incubator, where people who make food from home go so that they can have the legal kitchen. Is this the right thing? Because they have the legal kitchens that are called the incubator. So like if you make pies and stuff at home and you don't have a license and all that other stuff, this place has all of that. Is that what this is? I think so. Let's check it out. Let's finish with it. Okay. So this says that it's a professional food preparation and cooking facility set up for preparation of delivery only meals. Some ghost kitchens have allowed takeout meals or included drive-thrus. They do not include a storefront in or selling seating. So no seating. See, that's what they're turning everything into around here. A ghost kitchen differs from a virtual restaurant in that a ghost kitchen is not a restaurant brand itself and may contain kitchen space and facilities for more than one restaurant brand. Ghost kitchens can work within the brick and mortar restaurants or function as standalone facilities. Here's where the term comes from, the function, and it breaks it down here. A ghost kitchen prepares meals for a restaurant or a virtual restaurant to then be picked up for delivery, takeout, or given at a drive-thru. Not needing any space for customer seating and dining saves on rent. The physical location matters less. Ghost kitchens can be set up in a cheaper area. You don't know where your food gonna be coming from. There is no need to hire a wait staff to serve customers or to maintain the would-be seating area. There is no need for front house staff, renovations, and paper menus. Optimized delivery and increased kitchen space in a ghost kitchen contribute to lower labor costs, whereas a typical restaurant delivers 15 to 20 orders per hour. A ghost kitchen can deliver 60 orders per hour with a single employee. The reduced space lowers overall overhead and operational costs, thus yielding higher profit margins without reducing the price for the food provided. Wow. Thank you, Angela. Wow. The lack of a physical brand allows companies to experiment with the new menus, brands, and concepts with ease and low risk. Menus can be adjusted to match current trends or target multiple demographics with a variety of cuisines. The online nature of ghost kitchens makes it possible for virtual restaurants to track customer data and analytics through the food ordering process and make data-driven decisions. Wow. They can track the popularity of an item, wait times, and customer feedback via ratings and adjust their menus accordingly. Didn't we just say that that's what they were doing right now with all of us? Figuring out what's good? I think we should just pretend like we are when we don't want to. Everybody just go use a check this week. Everybody go out and use checks. Everybody go to the store, even though it may be convenient. Everybody get up and go to CVS. Everybody get up and go to Kroger. Everybody get up and go to Ralph's. Everybody get up and go. Nobody stay at home for nothing for the next next 6 weeks, do your Christmas shopping at the store. See what happened. For those people who do that Christmas stuff, y'all know y'all still be doing Christmas. Okay? It don't matter. That's what you do. You do you, boo-boo. I don't do it, but do you. But everybody go Christmas shopping in the store. You see my point. Go in the store and do what you're going to do. Don't order nothing online is what I'm trying to say. Don't matter. It does not matter. Go inside the store. Try on shoes. Put your big size 11s right in someone's face and say, could you please test these shoes out for me? I just want to see how they fit. That's all. Can somebody help me? That's all. That's what I want you to do. So now it says the growth from the COVID-19 pandemic. All right. Many brick and mortar restaurants limited dining on their property or shut down entirely due to the pandemic and government restrictions. Ghost kitchens help brick and mortar restaurants recoup their losses and minimize employee layoffs by allowing them to prepare food for multiple brands and themselves and keep themselves in business. They kept many restaurants in business during the pandemic when they would otherwise have closed down by lowering costs and allowing them to do work with delivery services. While the brick and mortar restaurants survived, virtual brands proliferated and operated at low cost by using their facilities as ghost kitchens, and food delivery companies prospered, prospered because of the boom in demand caused by the restricted indoor dining. Everything is done for a reason with these cats. All of this stuff was done specifically to see what would happen if that was the test. Who was coming ain't no joke. The pandemic accelerated the growth of the kitchen industry by 5 years within 3 months. I'm going to read that again. The pandemic accelerated the growth of the ghost kitchen industry by 5 years in 3 months in 2020. Yikes. Oh, wow. Many restaurants survived during the due to ghost kitchens and food delivery. The spike in growth is predicted to potentially create a $1 trillion industry by 2030, but it didn't say how many jobs that it was going to create. You know why? Because it's not going to create any jobs. It's only going to create revenue because they're looking at human beings as goyim, as slaves. That's it. The impact on the food service industry. Now, I hope they don't paint a pretty picture. I hope they're really honest. Okay, but of course, everything is about dollars, so let's go. Across the world, the food delivery industry is increasing at a high rate. Ghost kitchens have proliferated to match the increased demand for food delivery services. The expansion of ghost kitchens, in turn, led to growth both in the food delivery and restaurant industries. In the United States, food delivery applications produce $35 billion in annual revenue and are projected to grow $42 billion in annual revenue by 2025. With 111 million users as of 2020, there were 1,500 ghost kitchens in the United States. The United States restaurant industry is about $800 billion. And in Europe, food delivery applications produce over $18.9 billion in revenue annually and are projected to grow to $29.1 billion by 2025, with 150 million users. In China, food delivery applications produce $51.5 billion in revenue annually and are projected to grow to $100 billion by 2025, with 650 million users as of 2020. There were 7,500 ghost kitchens in China. Globally, food delivery applications produce $120 billion in revenue annually, and they are projected to grow to $230 billion by 2025. Wow. Oh boy. So here goes some of the restaurants that are associated with ghost kitchens, and I don't know any of these places, but let's read them and then we'll wow. Okay, so Burger Den and Meltdown are ghost kitchen brands owned and operated by Denny's. Dockside Charlie's and Coop and Run are ghost kitchens that are owned and operated by O'Charlie's. Fresh Set, Chicken Sammy's, Donato's Pizza, The Wing Department are ghost kitchens that are owned by Red Robin. Yum. It's Just Wings is a ghost kitchen that's owned and operated by Chili's. Chili's! Anyway, Pascali's Pizza and Wings is the ghost kitchen brand, owned and operated by Chuck E. Cheese. Lord have mercy. They even taking the children's fun away. Tender Shack is a ghost kitchen that's owned and operated by Outback Steakhouse. And Logan's Roadhouse is the kitchen owner-operator of Twisted Tenders in their ghost kitchen. You also have Wow Bow or Wow Bo, Wingville, Macaroniville are the ghost kitchens that's owned and operated by Fazoli's. I don't know Fazoli's. I'm sure some people do know Fazoli's. I'm not familiar with Fazoli's. What is Fazoli's, you guys? Is Fazoli's a place that we know about? Thank you for that, Angela. Thank you. And thank you for the main story, Rachel Van Ziel, where we're dealing with the robot in the actual store that's going to replace everybody that can't get your order right. Can I take your order and mess it up? Hello, welcome to Burger King. May I take your order and mess it up? Thank you for giving us that story, Rachel. And thank you for just sharing this ghost kitchen story with us. Very, very good information, Angela Courtwright-Callow. Thank you. So another point, although this is disturbing increase in robots, I will tell you, I have recently observed some very dirty looking people preparing food in multiple places. Wait a minute. Let me tell you why I find that funny. Because last year we were at the, what is the name of that restaurant? Chipotle. We were at the Chipotle, and I took some pictures and uploaded it because it was that bad. I'm like, wait a minute, this place, everybody, you got to wear this mask, you got to do all this other stuff, right? So you go in a restaurant and you're standing there and you feel like you're waiting for the soup Nazi off of Seinfeld. So we're all standing there and whatnot, and I get real close to the place to find out what's going on. All the rice is nasty and dry. They got just the rice that's sitting around the sides. It's dry. You don't have, the people are nasty. Their clothes look just really disheveled. The whole countertop is nasty. And I'm like, okay, so come on in and eat some of this, but you better wear your mask, even though we got all this nasty stuff around here. Everything is nasty dirty. Everything is nasty dirty. Disheveled hair, no hair nets. Everything is just nasty dirty. So I agree with you on that one. Another point, although this is a disturbing increase in robots, I will tell you I've recently observed some very dirty looking people preparing food in multiple places. You are so accurate about that. Wings used to cost 39 cents a pound, and now they're like $3.99 a pound. If you can find them in the store, exactly $20 for that sheet. No way was I doing that. No way. No way. Good morning, DJ Vision Barnett. I hope you're still here. Oh, so true, R. Jones. Ghost kitchens are basically restaurants with no indoor dining. Just takeout and delivery. You see that? And they don't have anybody that leads them except for these companies here that we just got through reading about. That's terrible. Usher and AI takeover. Exactly. It's exactly what it is. Yes, it is. And also, some of the people bringing you your food look dirty, R. Jones. Yep. And then, have you guys noticed almost every day there is a recall on something, some type of food or whatever? I've been noticing that. Rachel says, kick out the humans, force them to take something to be able to work. Force them to take something to be able to work at all. Wow. The test to see how we would react showed them we are compliant lemmings. Yes. Sad. That's absolutely right. That's right. And everybody ran last year and bought up all the toilet paper, had all kind of stuff. Didn't nobody come banging on your door telling you need to share with your neighbor? Nobody did none of that last year. Nobody bothered you. Nobody said nothing. You just had all your stuff, and you, your foe, and no more sat there looking at the door, peeping at each other. You think somebody's coming? I hope nobody's coming. I don't think anybody's coming. And you sat there, and you waited and you watched.
And you got real comfortable because after a minute, they let everybody out. They let everybody out. They let everybody go back to what they considered normal or new normal or whatever they called it. And you felt okay. So eventually you stopped going to the store. You said, okay, well, I got enough stuff in the house. I better not. And you started digging into the little stuff that you had saved. Now everybody running around like it's mayhem and bedlam because nobody still has that stuff stored. Toilet paper gone. Back to not having no soap. But now, aha, ain't nothing in here now, boo-boo. You ain't got nothing at the store now. Empty shelves. Yeah. These jokers here. All set up every time they having them big meetings and people running around with the cameras talking about, oh, did you see the Bilderbergs having a meeting? Oh, did you see that Oprah Winfrey went? Hey, look over here. Y'all going to all these meetings, sneaking up, taking pictures just for clout and just to get clicks and views, not realizing that it should have been a different flip with that information. You got that information, but you should have wondered, what are they talking about? We should have thought about what they could have been talking about. We should have been looking at all of the stuff that was laid out there that told us what they just might be talking about. And now that the lunatics have taken over the asylum, we cannot run them out. No, not even with a herd of elephant. Most are compliant. So true, R. Jones. Yep. Nice to see you, Fee. Miss Tree, how are you? Just for the record, the root word of scorpion means to shear, to cut away. The suffix ion means to put into permanent state of being. You better come in working, Miss Tree. You better come on in here. Come through. Come through, Miss Tree 1. Angela Courtright Callow said, yep, it's sad. Restaurant and shopping is an activity involving community and human connection. These evil entities behind it hate it. These evil entities behind it hate it. Ugh. Morning, Miss Tree. I'm drinking coffee with you, girl. I got to get me a little bit more. I tell you, I came from the bedroom to the shower to the coffee pot to here. Oh, but it's good to just sit here and chill with my friends, chill with my loved ones, talk to my sisters and my brothers. Anyway, it's just good to chill with you guys. Folgers, instant coffee for me, girl. We all got to start somewhere, baby. Until you come on up here to the community coffee. Come on up here. But you know what? I'm out of my community coffee today. So what am I drinking today? Today I have Taster's Choice. That's the instant. I keep it on. I keep it on deck. I got to. So I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one, Deb. I'm with you on that. I had to yell for somebody to let somebody else in the house. Okay, DoorDash. DoorDash is the place. Is DoorDash the nice one? Instacart is better than the DoorDash. I like the Instacart. However, based on what I just got through saying, yeah, I ain't doing it no more either. I'm going to the store. But they made it very convenient for you. And I think the problem was that Amazon had gotten too big for their britches with their Prime delivery, and they were just, I don't know. Here's the honest truth. I think the only reason why any of us may have done the delivery thing, even during the pandemic, was because we just wanted to feel quote unquote normal. I think honestly we would not have even dealt with any of that stuff if they hadn't acted so weird with the standing lines outside the store. The whole 1984 thing. Scoops! The scoops are coming! You know what I mean? It would have been, we would not have had to deal with any of that stuff. So I think a lot of us just ordered because we wanted to still feel sort of normal. But now we understand that it ain't going to change. It's going to get worse. Worse. Hello, Rosalie Doyle. People should start raising chicken for eggs. Yeah, they should. But girl, you know what? Unfortunately, a lot of people do not live in areas where they can. And now, Rosalie, it looks like they're trying to shove everybody inside of a city, inside of a smart apartment. A smart apartment. That's what it looks like. I wish I knew ways to raise chickens indoors. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because there's no telling what's coming from the sky. It's just no telling. And yes, we have chickens. Mama Bear and Papa Bear. I'm coming to stay with y'all with the chicks. With the little bitties. Thank you, Mama Bear, Papa Bear. Good day to you. Rosalie Doyle. I hope not. I hate plucking chickens. I'm having my 8 o'clock. Oh, I like 8 o'clock coffee. That coffee is pretty tasty. Yeah, you do too, Mama Bear and Papa Bear? I like that coffee. Oh, that coffee is good. Plucking chickens. Melinda Ann says that she's jealous, Amy. She grew up on 8 o'clock. Okay. Plucking chickens is easy now because you get a plucker. See? Automation. Can't pluck them yourself no more. Are they, like, permanently sleep when you're pulling the quills out? Or are they... I would imagine that they're permanently sleep, right? When you're pulling the quills out. Creepy to see what they would do. A plucking machine, yeah, they gotta be sleeping when you're doing that to them. It's gonna be like Idiocracy. Yes, it is. OMG, that movie is a hoot. It is gonna be like that. Your call is important to us. Please hold. Your call is important to us. Please hold. Now I'm having typing issues. Have you guys noticed that it appears that something else is trying to learn how you type? Because every time you type now, it'll have a B in between the two words and you don't know where the B came from. Somebody quickly tell me. Has anybody noticed that? No need, no more mechanicals to break down. But they're going to all be sitting up on the side of the road. And everybody, do we realize what's going to happen with the whole electricity thing? When everybody starts to do the whole electricity thing. The electricity cars are going to cause everybody to have temporary rolling blackouts for days. You ain't going to have no lights in your house because nobody has thought this ignoramus stuff out. Just stupid stuff. Just plain stupid stuff. Don't buy any clothes from Amazon. Sizes are not true. Had to send back so many things and still didn't get it right. And in a minute, they ain't going to care whether you got it right or not. In a minute, they are not going to care whether you got it right or not. They're going to be like, well, give it to a friend. Or here they go. I'm sorry. We don't have any refunds and we don't do exchanges. Do you have a friend or maybe a relative that might be able to use it? You'd be like, dude, I'm not buying no clothes for nobody else. I need you to get this right. I understand. Unfortunately, we're not set up to take anything back. So perhaps you can take it to a shelter or maybe some homeless individual would like it. We're not able to take it back. And they're going to be so continuously nice to you. It's going to drive you bonkers. You know why? Because that thing that you're talking to is not going to be a person. It's going to be an AI that sounds like this. It's going to be okay. I'm sure that if you give it to a relative or a friend, they'll be most appreciative. And you're going to want to take your hand, put it through the telephone, and just unplug her behind. They ain't going to give a rip. They are not going to give a rip. 4 and 15. Thank you, guys. Man, did you guys see that debacle on that I put up on Twitter early this morning? Oh, man. Hey, what's going on, big baby? Alan Davis, half a cappuccino, please. Half a cappuccino. It's good to see you. Wow, big difference at Deb Woods. Yes, 15-14 there. Okay. Nope, it's the companies. Now 15-16. Thank you, Rachel Van Ziel. Spent half the day on the phone with 6 different people to get a bill straightened out and then found out they had the wrong account. Unreal. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they're going to tell you. We're doing it just for you. We're bringing all this automation in just for you. Don't worry. We are concerned because we don't want your wait time to be so long. Hello, beautiful lady. Sharon Marie. Thank you for joining us on Patreon. Wonderful. Good morning to all organic Italian roast. Yes, that sounds so delicious. Experiments at cost of humans once again. Yeah, oh boy. I just hope that everybody wakes up and just rages against the machine. Just rage against the machine. Just rage against the machine. I use cash only at stores. You using cash only at the store? Has it ticked anybody off yet? Have they I told you guys a while ago that they gave me a little receipt when I went into Georgia, and I went into the Quick Trip, and I gave them cash, and they gave me a receipt and two pieces of paper. And I said, what is this for? Oh, it's your receipt and it's your change. I said, no, this isn't change. This is a piece of paper. Just say, no, but we don't have any change, so you can use it next time you come back. You can just use it. Hoo-wee, that poor child, she got red. She got red. Yes, she got red. Yes, she got red. I said, no, baby, I want my money. I gave you money and I want my money. How about we just round it up and you give me $1? Again, the eyes crossed. The elevator stops at that juncture. It doesn't go any further than that. The little hamster on the wheel stops, looks at you and goes, give me what? You want to round this up to $1? Ah, lady, please. Humans don't matter to them, Rachel. That's right, Mama Bear and Papa Bear. We are just, they just want this planet, and I really honestly feel like they from another planet, and they just wanted this planet all along, and they just going to get rid of us and do what they want to do here. That's exactly what I feel, and that's what I said, and I'm going to stick to that. Let that sink in. Did you finish thinking about that? I think they from another planet and they just came here to take over this one. And they do not want us. And they getting rid of us. I think it's like that. Uh-huh. Oh, you guys, the Kyle Rittenhouse, the jury is deliberating. I hope that child don't stay there. Oh boy. You know what, I'm going to say this. If this is a script, and we were watching this script, all right, from our perspective, then let's play it out. Let's talk about it right now like it's a script. Let's talk about it right now like it's a script. I would be on the Kyle Rittenhouse kids' side because I watched the whole entire video in real time the night that it was going on. I didn't know what I was looking at until now. My point is, back then, it was just what it was. But right now, I know that I was looking at history being made. That's the reason why that other phone doesn't work. Because I went back with the Mobeezen and downloaded it play by play. And that particular phone no longer works. Remember when I told you that? All right, so I would be on his side. And if this was a movie, at the end of this movie, I would be hoping that this child got off scot-free. That's what I would be hoping. Because I watched the entire thing. And I saw that he was literally flagging police down. I saw it with my own eyeballs. I saw him running toward the police station. I saw him flagging, waving them down. Hey, hey. I saw the play-by-play. So if this is a movie and I have to choose sides in the movie, I'm going to have to take Mr. Kyle's side. Okay? And we've all seen movies. And these cats have always given us great movies. They've always given us great movies that they've turned into movies after movies. And this movie, that's how I would want it to end. Well, we're coming up on 1 hour and 7 minutes and 38 seconds. And I'm going to read the rest of these comments and then we're going to roll out. Because I know you guys want to go ahead on and have your day. Let's see. Good morning, Sharon Marie. Now they're loving on each other. Steve Slayton, hey. D. Slayton, how are you? I think I went over your statement there too. California had this 10 years ago. It was state owned. Do you see? You see. And you know they're always on the cutting edge. I was out there. I moved out of there in what, 2003? Yes. Yes, I did. I knew it was not good. You do you, boo-boo. That's right, do you, boo-boo. Edibles. Oh, girl. Oh, that Rachel. Can you imagine? Can you only imagine? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What is everybody doing for next week? Is there anybody here that's going to be whipping up one of those turkeys for their Thanksgiving? For their Thanksgiving? I hope not. I hope you guys are just taking care of your families. And if you are, I hope the next year you see it our way and you don't do it because you can see how very this is all about finances for them. And all about their pagan rituals, their dates and their holidays. It really is. Sharon Marie says, good morning, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Rachel. Still on Pacific PST, moving to Texas on 12/13, and I can't wait to leave California, the testing ground for the new dystopian smart cities. Oh, boy. Do you think that they're going to get rid of the guy that's in there? I mean, I know that he was voted to stay in, the Newsom guy. Wait a minute. Did anybody see Monograph? How he highlighted this guy's challenge to Newsom for $1 million. Show us your medical records that shows that you're in the clear. You guys saw that? That was hilarious. It was last night. It was funny. Mama Bear, Papa Bear says, follow the money, honey. Rachel, Miss Tree says, I suppose that after stripping people of their immune system all these years, that would be their most profitable choice. I'm going to have to get down with Miss Tree. Yes, so excited for you and us Texans that are coming. Aww, that you are coming to Texas soon. Now, I hope Texas doesn't get so... I just wish that they would just have become their own country while their grid was still owned by them. Because I think it's owned by China. Don't get me to talking about that man, because that man has me so upset right now. I wish he would just go somewhere and sit down. But if this cat comes back, he's definitely the anti. Melinda Burns says, I'm so tired of being a lab rat and a guinea pig, being a human being for too many years. Okay? Thanks. Somebody loving on you. Thanks. Same. Lots of pizza places do ghost kitchens. Esma Darlington, how have you been? Ain't seen that thumbnail and name in a minute. How's it going, girl? Glad to see you, baby. Chili's. I want my baby back. Now, we don't even know what the baby backs are. But you know what? I haven't had any ribs in a long time. What do you call the beef ribs? Can they be baby backs, or are those only pork ones? Because I eat the beef ones when I do eat them now. Uncle Julio's has a ghost kitchen for another Mexican food chain. But you know what? I don't like all these places. Oh, Frizzoli's is Italian. I don't like all these places that try to do Mexican food. Because I had friends whose moms cooked real Mexican food because they were Hispanics. They were Mexicans. And boy, could they cook. Oh, boy. Just makes you a little upset. You're the best, Rach. No, not Chipotle. I love the burrito bowls. Yes, I know the guac is extra. LOL. Yeah, but if you had seen this place, it was terrible. What's weird is AI is pulling all of our information from us, and then they return on us. But what about you take a picture of your family, and then all of a sudden they want you to pay them to give you a picture of yourself that's in your phone? Have you ever noticed that with the things they'll put together like a collage for you and say, hey, you want to buy this? You're like, look, you pimp, player, hustler, get on up out of here. What is wrong with you? How are you going to take these pictures, these random things, stick them together in a collage and say, here you go, we made this for you? I'm like, who wants to take a picture of the kitchen sink elbow? You took a picture of the kitchen sink elbow that we were sending to the plumber. You took a picture of the kitchen sink elbow, my grandson, and a picture of me. And you put it together. And you're like, we're done. Here's your collage. Oh, boy, what dodos. Yeah, I've been noticing the recalls too. There's something fishy going on. A whole lot of recalls. Places like Pizza Huts use empty food court places in the malls and have no accountability for who they employ. Always ask where they picked your pizza up or only order from local businesses. Good point, Esma. Yes, we train AI through the use of technology. Remember the movie Lawnmower Man? You know what? I do remember that movie. And I'm going to have to go watch it again, Sharon. I'm going to have to go watch it again because it has been a minute. It has been a minute. I'm going to have to go see it again. Yes, but that's right. Okay, we train the AI, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, exactly. It stinks. Yes, it does. It's sad. Dining and shopping are social activities. And you see they got us all separated. I don't use any of those delivery services. Good for you, Mama Bear, Papa Bear. You remember that movie, The Lawnmower Man? Learn to dry can to save and preserve. D. Slayton, that's a good idea. They don't want us to be social. And there is a reason for that. Think on that. You know why? Because when you touch people and when you're near people, it keeps you healthy. I don't know whether you guys have been if you've not been hugged in a minute or not been touched in a minute, you let somebody touch you. Let somebody just hug you. Let them just put their hand on your shoulder. And you'll feel the love. Just just a human touch. Just that connection, just being near somebody, just somebody touching you, talking to you. It makes you feel alive. It also boosts up the immune system and keeps you healthy. Yep, it does. It does. And that's the reason why they don't want us near each other. They don't want anybody to be close to each other because they understand that we thrive when we're close to one another. You dry up, you shrivel up when you don't have no love. You dry up, you shrivel up when don't nobody touch you. And when somebody finally does touch you, it sparks something in you. That hug that you get from somebody randomly, you feel better afterward. You feel better afterward. Wives, love your husbands. Husbands, love your wives. Don't get so drawn into the mundane things, the day in, day out stuff that you rarely hug and that you're only close, for other purposes. Hug, hug, hug. Just touch each other. Just hug. And just, you have no idea what you will do to that person. No idea. So many of us are not being hugged, not being told that we're loved. There is a reason for it, Mama Bear, Papa Bear. You're right. My habits haven't changed much, Melinda says. I only go when I need to. Well, you know what? And there's nothing wrong with that. 1718. There is no delivery around here, no restaurants. I make all my own stuff. That sounds like a great place to be. That sounds like a great place to be. That sounds like a great place to be where you can see folks coming. Oh, there's Grubhub too. You know what? But have you seen some of those people eating their food? They've been eating the people's food. I'm okay, Lockhart. Thank you. Good day to you all. Trusting you're all well. Have you guys seen that where they just show the people eating the people's food? And that's going to be another reason for them to stop using the people and start using these automated vehicles that come directly to your door with your food. They're going to put everybody out of business. They are. This is real. This is happening. Imagine chickens running around the apartment. LOL. Can you get that? That would be hilarious. And Walmart is no longer serving military or veterans insurance in the pharmacy? Rachel, are you still here? Are you serious? Are you serious? Chickens and rabbits. Oh, can't stand rabbits. I can't stand rabbits. Yes, they are asleep. LOL. Sleep, sleep, sleep. 8 o'clock. I can't stand rabbits. Did you guys know that? Can't stand them. Don't like them. At all. Lots of S-ups typing, replacing words with different ones. Yes, because they're trying to figure out our lingo. They're trying to figure out how we type and how we write and how we... You know what? I think now is the time. Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all need to be trying to learn Ebonics, don't you? Don't everybody think it's time to learn to speak Ebonics? I think so. I think we need to start to learn Ebonics. Okay. Oh, yes. Hello. Hello. There goes my Medea voice. Hello. No, everyone uses cash here. We only have 2 stores in town. Wow, Deb, you sound like you live in a nice place. I like that kind of, that kind of just everybody chill out type space. Oh, let's see. Yes, at Rachel, Walmart is part of the problem soon. They'll be setting up Walmart cities lousy like iPhone City in China. Whoa. Edith, you guys like my Edith Bunker voice? I got it. Okay. Yep. I've thought that too. They invaded us. Man. And you see they're letting everybody in. They're letting everybody in here. Everybody and they mama. Everybody and they mama. Yes, and now they're trying to give $450,000 to a whole bunch of people who decided to come over here and break the law. I'm telling you guys something. Listen to this. They're going to give those people something. They're going to give them something if they haven't already decided on the number. But if they have decided on the number and they settle with that, okay, fine. But if they haven't, they're going to give them something. It's still going to be astronomical. But they use that first number just to shake you up a little bit so that when they gave them the lesser amount, you wouldn't be upset. You're still going to be upset, but not as upset. I want to know what's happening with all of the tap dancing, shuffling pastors who were in love with Biden. All of the black tap dancing, salt shuffling pastors that were in love with Biden, that made him out to be their new Messiah. Why aren't they up there, shuffling and dancing, salt shoe and all that, all the way up to the White House? How come they don't have an audience with Massa? They ain't upset? They were all putting this whole, everything was black, 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 black. It was all that, right? Right? He was using them to do what he needed to do to get in. Now he won't even give anybody the time of day. So how come any of them, they got Jesse Jackson pushing his way in through, and him and old Al Sharpton's replaced body, because we know that ain't him, pushing their way down in there in Atlanta. They all down there in Atlanta pushing their way into that thing, the Ahmaud Arbery thing. And I guarantee you that if both of these things are fake, they're both going to end up in the opposite direction so that they can get the maximum amount of destruction in the communities that they happened in. Okay? But why isn't anybody saying anything to him? I mean, why aren't all the people who were screaming about the reparations, why aren't those people saying anything about the whole $450,000? Here's the thing. I would imagine that if anybody were going to receive the money, that the preponderance of straight in the brain Americans would say, I don't want anybody to get it, but please give it to, somebody who was born and raised here that just so happened to have been the descendants of slaves, or just so happened to have been people who had their land taken from them. I would imagine myself. Yeah. Give it to the people who have been here. Why would you take $450 of my tax dollars and give it to a bunch of cats who are trying to be illegal here? They illegally came here. And Pookie and Ray Ray now, I've been saying this since they started that talk about the sanctuary cities. Pookie and Ray Ray now can't even go to their Aunt B's house as a sanctuary city, because y'all gonna go through there and kick the door. Not that anybody that commits a crime is right. My point is, y'all got these folks having sanctuary cities in a place that's not even their own home, that if you went to their country and tried to break in, they would kick your rump across the border. But we can't even get the stuff that we need here just as standard Americans, which ought to tell us that there is a bigger problem. Yeah, we see it now. We didn't see it a couple of years ago. And even then it was possibly too late. But yeah, $450,000. I don't see none of them tap dancing, shuffling up there to talk to Master Joe. Master Joe, please don't give him no more. Master Joe, please don't give him no more money. I don't see none of them. Hey, I can say it. I'm telling you right now, I don't see none of them running up there talking, Master Joe, please don't give him no more money. They don't. I don't see any of these quote unquote black people running up there to say, hey, this is wrong. Don't give it to anyone. Don't do that. No, they don't do that. Why? Because they have equated themselves with the plight of the people who are coming over that border illegally with their silly selves. They're so stupid. They consider them equal. You're not equal. They got a place to go back to, Dodo. They have a whole country to go back to. They can come over here, wreak havoc, and go home. Okay? I'm being honest. Okay? I'm just being honest. Girlfriend, I love your show because it proves to me that we as humans are a community in spite of them. You see what I'm saying? But I just want to know. Our current administration wants Saul Amarova to be controller of this. Oh, I do remember. Yes, I think I just saw that the other day. From the Soviet Union, she wants to put into private bank deposits. And will be controlled by the Federal Reserve. Boy, Federal Reserve started in 1913. Going to forgive student loans. I paid all mine off. Am I going to get a refund? No, girl, you ain't going to get no refund. You know how they are. Isn't the Federal Reserve the reason a certain ship was sunk? Yep. Hey Felicia, I'm loving your new show, Coffee Mornings with Fefe. I'll keep up the awesome work, sister. I love you guys. I just had to come back and just have something good to say with you guys. We'll be closing up in about 6 or 7 minutes because it'll be 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that's the longest that the show will go. So I'm going to read through the rest of these, and then we're going to head on out and see each other tomorrow. Thank you for all of the great stories that you're sending, Rachel Van Zyl. OMG. You're sending stories. Sandy is sending stories. Everybody is sending little clips of stuff. Oh, thank you guys. We all need reparations for putting up with all this crap. You see what I'm saying? Hi, TLP family. I hope you all are well today. We love you. You are a part of this family. Exactly. Okay? Honesty is the best policy. Mighty Lauderdale, they loving on you. Hi, sweetie Mama Bear, Papa Bear. Certain people in Titanic wanted to stop the Federal Reserve from being created. And they just said, let's just go ahead on and cancel the whole thing. Let's just cancel the KK. Is this what is that? KK, it's the best. I don't, you know me, I'm 57. I can't get it. But I'll get it. And you know, it's so weird because I'll be slowing down. I'll be taking a moment to look at something. I'll be like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, I get it now. Okay, I finally got through all of the comments. Yay! Well, let me just tell you guys that it has been a nice 1 hour and 30 minutes with you all. I'm glad that you guys like the new show. I think it's going to be really fun because as the time goes on, we'll just get a little bit more marinated, and we'll all get used to each other even more. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We are coming up on 1 hour and 26 minutes and 13 seconds of being here with our morning cup of brew, our morning jazz, and our morning coffee, just chilling. So tomorrow we're going to have even better stuff. I appreciate each and every one of you. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been like the girls' day out right now, though, to be honest with you. And if there are any gentlemen, they're probably just watching. So you guys take care. Oh, sis, your morning show is a positive highlight for me home now. Oh, of being home now. Oh, I'm so glad you're home. Well, listen, you guys, don't forget what we always say here on this channel. That man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High Yah. You guys take care of yourselves and take care of one another. And until we see each other again, you continue to be blessed. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping